Good morning! I'm here at the Fall River Visitor Center, just outside the Fall River entrance into Rocky Mountain National Park. And that's looking up at Deer Mountain. And today, I'm going to go for McGregor Mountain. It's a pretty short hike. However, it's extremely steep with a lot of bushwhacking. Looking at about 1.2 miles out with right around a 2,400 foot elevation gain. Official start time, 7:25. And this is where you want to start, right here. Delta Terra Mountain Chateau. I've been plowing my way up the Mountain Chateau parking lot here. And that's the Mountain Chateau. You want to make your way over to this little spot, and this is where you can head off in the wrong direction pretty easily, because it looks like the trail is right there. However, that is not it. You want to stay to the right and take this one right here. There's a ridge that runs down right here, and you really don't want to be on this side of it where you're aiming at that big thing. You want to be on the other side, then you just take it straight on up. From here on out, we're going to be inside the Rocky Mountain National Park. I just ran into some kind of wire boundary, so I'm going to stay to the left of it and head up right here. Much to my surprise, there are actually two other guys out here hiking this right now. They started about 5 minutes before I did. I talked to them for a second, and of course they went up the other way. I tried to explain to them that this way is easier, but they didn't listen. They went that way anyway. I feel like I am right on the ridge proper right now, and I need to get to the east side of it. So I'm going to take it around the front of that rock right there. I'm still making my way up and around this thing. It is super steep. I'm just going to head up right there. And this is starting to get crazy. Well, it's been crazy pretty much the whole time. And I might be doing it wrong. I'm not sure. I had to cross over that little wire fence. However, there shouldn't be any private property out here. This is all the Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, I think I'm messing this up. I tried to come around the ridge a little too far up it. I think I wanted to stay down low where it was easy and take it around down there. This is what I'm dealing with right now. However, if I would have stayed low, that's what I'd be dealing with. Looks a lot better down there. Even though I may be going in the wrong way and I may be making this harder than it is such a beautiful day. I'm just loving it out here. The air smells so good. I don't care if this takes me 4 hours. As long as the weather stays nice, it's fine with me. Yeah, I think this is where I want to be. And then from here up should just be a really steep bushwhack. Might have to go over some down trees, stuff like that. But I don't think I'm gonna have these big rocks anymore. I just walked through a big old spider web. I didn't bring any hiking poles for this one because it's just so steep. You kind of need your hands most of the time. However though, I did just stop and put the bushwhackers on. So I've got a little extra protection if I accidentally grab a cactus. Yeah, I think this is looking good. I'm just gonna take it straight up right there. Whew. It's slick through here. This stuff is loose. I've made it up here to the next level, and I can actually hear those guys. They're like right in front of me. I've made it up here to about 9,200, so I'm looking at just over 1,200 more up to the summit. And I just passed those guys. They're on the way back down. They saw the last part and were like, nope. They said they were gonna head back down into town and get some eggs. That's kind of weird to me. I just ran my forehead into a branch. But that's kind of weird to me, that they're just gonna go back into town for eggs. I mean, you gonna get any bacon with that or anything? Just eggs? Wow, it is a beautiful day. I thought it was gonna be cloudy. I've almost pretty much given up looking at the weather. Just gotta drive out and take your chances. Look at this right here though. Wow. And we want to just keep heading up right here. About another 1,000 vertical feet to the summit. And I can finally see the summit. It's right there. I'm still grinding my way up this thing. It's getting a little more rocky up here. Got these slabs. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. According to the GPS, we're looking at about 3/10 of a mile and maybe around a 700-foot elevation gain. I've been hiking for about 2 hours now. I've made it up here to this pink tree that is incredibly beautiful. It is so nice out here today. I can't even describe it. There's not even hardly any wind. This last part is really steep. I've got about 200 more vertical feet in about 1/10 of a mile. So I am really close. All right, guys. And this is a look up at the very final section. I just need to work my way up these slabs, and that is going to be the summit right there. And I'm doing this differently than last time. Last time I came up from the left on the ridge, and I'm not sure how I even got over there. This is a confusing mountain. guys, that's the summit, Karen. It's just now 10 o'clock, which means that took me 2 hours and 35 minutes to get up here. And this is the summit of McGregor Mountain. Wow, you can see like every mountain over there. This is looking back up to the north. It's going to be Dark Mountain, Mummy Mountain, Haig's Peak, Fairchild Mountain, Ypsilon Mountain, Mount Chiquita, Mount Chapin, Sundance Mountain, and then I believe that is going to be Stones Peak. I've never done that one before. It's pretty difficult. This is a view from my spot. And I've been up on this summit twice now, both times in October. And both times it has just been the most beautiful day with a perfect blue sky. I could not ask for anything more right now. This is unbelievable. I'm just chilling up here, letting my socks dry off a little bit. They were kind of moist. I converted the butt pad into pillow mode. And this is really comfortable. Let's name the peaks. That big one right there in front of us is Deer Mountain. Up to the left of it, Estes Cone, Mount Meeker, Long's Peak, Chief's Head Peak, Powell Peak, Taylor Peak, Otis Peak, Hallett Peak, Flat Top Mountain, Notch Top, Knob Top, and then I believe that one is called Stones Peak. The summit of this mountain is called McGregor Mountain. However, there are also the McGregor Falls. Lots of McGregors and McGregors up here in Estes Park. Lots of Scots. Then they also got that Scottish festival in the summertime too. It's about 11:10 right now, and I've been sitting up here for over an hour. However, it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And I can't believe I came up this thing a different way. I'm actually going to go down via the ridge. So I'm going to backtrack it a little bit in this direction. This is not the way that I came up. That's a cool shot at Dark Mountain. Yeah, it's looking pretty dark over there. All right, and this is looking familiar. This is the ridge that I was talking about. Some really good views off to the right up there. But I'm gonna follow this down for a bit. And this is a good look at the ridge that I'm trying to stay on. Right here. And then it connects with that big thing right there. And look at this right here. Unbelievable. I like it so much, I'm gonna head down right here. I think this way is a little easier. However, I was kind of wishing I had gone the other way because of the aspens. But check these out. Looks like we got some over here too. I need to focus on where I'm going instead of just walking towards these really pretty trees. That's looking back up at the summit, and I came up just on the far side of this ridge, just on that side of it. So yeah, even though I thought I was going up this way, as you can see, I was not. I was completely in the wrong gulch, but that's okay. I'm giving you guys the deluxe tour. Well, whether I like it or not, I'm gonna have to go down right here in between these two high points. I came up just on the other side of that one. This is slightly sketchy right here. Well, that's a good sign. Must mean I'm going in the right direction. I can see the road down there in front of me, but it's still way down there. Probably well over 1,000 feet below me. We're about 3/10 of a mile away from reconnecting with my other trail. And I was just wondering why my arm was all scratchy. And then I looked at it. At least those aren't ticks. I think I like the way I came up a little bit better than this. This is so bushy over here. It's terrible. And it hasn't let up at all. It's just getting worse. Well, that's encouraging, because this is atrocious coming down. This might be one of the worst bushwhacks I've ever done. Oh man, I almost made it down this thing, but I just toasted my knee. I slipped on all this loose stuff and it just buckled. Oh man, that was a bad one. This might wipe me out for the season. Oh my goodness, it is throbbing. I can feel it throbbing. I have connected back with my previous trail, and I can see the patio right in front of me. We're looking good. In an hour and 53 minutes, I have made it back down to the patio. And let me just tell you, I think the way I went up was a little easier than the way I came down. That was a mess coming down. All right, guys, now I'm back. It's just now about 2:10, which means that took 2 hours to get down. And my GPS was reading 1.9 miles each way, not 1.2. Maybe 1.2 if you're a bird. That's a great mountain though. And it was really nice to get to spend some more time up on that summit. But I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next hike, y'all, peace.